Yan, so we are live here in Okada, Cove, Manila. In the Cove, Manila with Miss Cosmopolitan World Philippines 2018. So, she's Zoe Carlyle. Yeah, say hi. Hello to Pageant Mag Philippines.
Hello, Pageant Mag Philippines.
Yeah.
And then, uno, dos. Yan, uno, dos. Uno, dos.
First time niyo mag-pageant ka lang?
International.
First time.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, Sunday, ma'am.
One, two, three, four, five. Yan, maganda. Pasok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ay, dito din pa dito.
Dito din!
Kayo muna. Ito, 5.
Yan, kasama natin si Sir Dave. Dave Ocampo.
Okay, Sunday,
Yeah.
ma'am. Dito din. 1, 2, 3.
Please do send your hi to
1, 2, 3.
Zoe. Yeah.
2.
She will compete in Malaysia?
Yeah, she will compete in Malaysia in October 19, 2018. So she'll be representing the Philippines at Miss Cosmopolitan World. Yeah.
Picture ko kayo. Pangalan
Yeah.
niya? Yan.
So, yung guy on blue is Sir Dave Ocampo. Siyempre, siya yung famous na designer.
1, 2, 3.
Dito na yun sa kanila. Thank you so
Yan.
much.
So, anong masasabi nyo, guys? Ready na siya for Binibining Pilipinas in few
Of
years.
course, after 3 years. Now, pwede bang after 2 years na
She's
lang?
only 18 years old, by the way. Parang hindi kami nagkakalayo ng edad. Ganun.
Sir, ma'am, wait. Okay. 1, 2.
So, ito yung first na international pageant ni Zoe.
1, 2, 3.
The original daddy. Original daddy.
So, kasama niya ngayon sa picture, sa frame ay si Daddy.
Yeah, the daddy.
Yeah. Hello, Daddy! We're live on Pageant Mag Philippines. Yes. Ayan.
Smile, bro.
So, sa kanya nang galing ang jeans ni Zoe. That beautiful. Yeah, see. All came from Daddy.
Zoe. Sister, dito ka. Dito ka na, sister. Dito ka sa likod.
So,
Dito ka, mami.
eto si Mami. Now you decide, guys, kung kanino galing yung jeans ni ni Zoe. Daddy is claiming that the jeans is coming off from Daddy. Yan, oh.
Mommy, Daddy here, please.
Yan.
Ready. Lagyan.
Dito.
Ayan.
It's a joint effort.
Para sa mga...
Yeah,
Yeah.
50-50.
Dapat sama din yung ninyo.
Si Ninang din ba may may share, may contribution? May contribution of jeans din si Ninang.
Thank you.
Yan.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3.
If we have any questions for Zoe,
Yeah, please do post your questions if you have any para may tanong natin sa kanya live. Yan.
If you have questions, you can ask Zoe and the mommy and the daddy. Maybe not that. Maybe not.
Yan oh, si Daddy oh. Ala, si Daddy daw ang bet.
Pati siguro yan. Judy.
English? Scottish, I guess, kind of very good.
Wait sandali lang.
So yung yung nag-aayos sa kanya ay si Ninang. Sabi may may contribution din sa jeans ni Zoe. Do you agree, guys?
Oo naman.
Ayan. Ayan. May tanong po ba?
You have any questions?
So we have one question here, Zoe. What is your expectation sa pagsali in this pageant?
Well, I try not to have a lot of expectations so that I don't expect too much that I will get disappointed or I might get sad because it might not happen. But my expectations are as big as it goes. I hope to have fun and I hope to meet a lot of new people.
Ayun. So the question is coming from Ray Campañera. Hi Ray, thank you for the question.
For the question,
Yeah.
Any more questions?
More questions to come, please. Please do post.
Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend daw, so?
no, I do not have a boyfriend.
Tarlac City.
By the way, Zoe, what was the first pageant you've joined?
The first pageant I joined was Miss Tarlac Montessori School.
Mm-hmm.
2017? No, I won 2017, but I only got third place in 2015.
Oh, see. Yeah. So, hindi na rin siya bago sa pageantry. Pero, this is gonna be her first international pageant.
Yes.
At 18 years old, ha? Yes. Ayun si Daniel, may po, ano daw, may tanong si Daniel. Oh.
Do you have questions?
I have my personal question, Zoe, for you. If there's one Filipino culture you want to share to your co-candidates in Miss Cosmopolitan World, what would it be?
One aspect of the culture of the Philippines.
Yeah, Filipino culture, like anything,
To share.
food.
That is really hard because there's a lot of aspects of the Filipino culture that's just simply amazing. I don't know if I can only share one.
Because like Maxine, she shared the balot, remember? So that's one thing about the Filipino culture that she's really proud of when Miss Universe.
I think, well, mine is also food centric, but one of the, it's more of an event. Do you know I would like to share the woodland fight because that's really it is about food, but it's really more on team spirit and companionship and unity, which is something that I think the world desperately needs right now.
Ay, nasa pageant na?
Oh, na yan!
1, 2, 3. Last one. Aura.
Posted.
Yo, thank you.
Look, even you also is
Zoe-
present to Carlyle, who represent the Philippines.
Yeah. So Zoe, seemingly that Miss Cosmopolitan World is new to most of the pageant enthusiasts. Can you tell us more about Miss Cosmopolitan World? Its advocacy or somehow,
It's
The
the mission,
yeah, the mission, something like that.
insights about Miss Cosmopolitan.
Anything you know about it?
Well, as of now, I know that this year Miss Cosmopolitan World is advocating the awareness of breast cancer, which I feel like is a very admirable advocacy since a lot of people, a lot of people are affected by it. Not only men and not only women, but also men. Because we also think about the people that affects other people when someone is sick with a kind of cancer that is proven to be almost always fatal. So we have to think about how to prevent it, how to see it before it becomes terminal.
In your own opinion, what do you think the organization, Miss Cosmopolitan World, is looking for to be a queen?
Well, garnering from the name itself, cosmopolitan is an adjective that describes someone who enjoys worldly views, who sees the world not as just a small place, but as a big place full of different cultures, different people, and different experiences. So I'm guessing that the person that they're looking for is a woman who accepts the world and is not afraid to show the world what her culture is as well.
If there's one piece of advice you would like to share to millennials, what would it be?
Well, I think the best advice I can give to a millennial is just to stay focused because there's a lot of distractions that's going on today. Like from fake news to college to problems with the family, problems with friends. I think that the best thing that you can do is to focus on the things that you really are passionate about, what you really want in life, and just tune out everything that's just static.
What particular advocacy you are bringing on?
Nag-sign ako, di
We
ba?
have a question from Cosmopolitan
Yeah.
101.
What is the most important lesson your mother has taught you? Dito lang yung camera. Ano ka ba? Charot lang. Greatest lesson your mother has taught you. Siyempre, nandiyan si mother,
So
di ba?
that's a question coming from Pageantology 101. The great,
Sagot na siya, bro. What is the great,
yeah, something like the greatest lesson she learned from her mother.
I think that the greatest lesson that my mom has taught me is patience, because I am naturally a very impatient person. I really want to see results as soon as possible, but in life, not everything is like that. And you have to be patient with what you want and what you work hard for, so you can actually see the best results.
So what advocacy are you bringing for Miss Cosmopolitan World?
Well, I am very passionate about the environment, and I'm very passionate about protecting and preserving the natural beauty in not only the Philippines but in the entire world. Because I think that, I know that problems with the environment does not only affect the people of the Philippines or the people in America or Malaysia or Singapore. It affects us all. That's why I believe that is my advocacy. Because if we don't take care of the environment, we will all suffer the consequences.
What is the relevance of beauty pageant for you?
Beauty pageants are a way for a lot of people to tell their advocacy, to step up and become a version of themselves that they thought that they never would. That's the relevance for beauty pageants for me, because before all of this, I wasn't really, confident in myself. I would actually have a hard time doing public speaking and on-the-spot monologues. But now, because of beauty pageants, I've gained a sense of confidence in not only how I speak, but how I carry myself in any situation.
Just a hypothetical question, Zoe. What would you like to be? To be smart but not too beautiful, or to be beautiful but not too smart?
That is a very interesting question. But I think my answer will be what it has always been ever since I was young. I would prefer to be smarter than to be more beautiful, because I think intelligence for me is a very touchy subject. Ever since I was young, I always wanted to be smarter, but I can never reach the level of my classmates, and that really made me very insecure about myself. That was the beginning of my insecurity. But because of beauty, my beauty and my confidence in myself, I was able to be the woman I am today. So it's really hard to answer that question. I don't really know which one is better.
But you've chosen to be smarter than becoming beautiful, than being beautiful, right?
I understand that being smarter, that in my heart I prefer to be smarter.
Yeah.
But I know that being beautiful is not something to scoff at. It's not something to be sad about or to toss aside for something else. It's important, just as important, almost, as being smart.
Well, basically, for one thing, we all have beauty. We are all beautiful in our own ways, right? Kaya may tinatawag ng beautiful inside and out. Diba? So being smart is also being beautiful. Perfect.
I have a question, Zoe. What is your insight about social media? Does it help our society or does it hurt?
Now, this is social media, I feel, is a tool. Just like a hammer or a knife, it can be used for good, it can also be used to harm other people. It just depends on how we use it. If we choose to spread hate, then social media is not good. But if we choose to spread love, then it is good. It just depends on the person using social media. And I think to make social media more beneficial to the society, I think it should be implemented. Rules should be implemented against spreading hate or bashing or misinformation.
What makes you blush?
What makes you blush?
Eh kasi yung dead air eh. Hindi na madaling ano, no? What makes you blush? Iha.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest with this one, but
Pag di pa nakita mo yung crush mo, ganun.
I don't have any
Ah!
just being around guys who are I don't know, they're just like it's
Diyan,
weird.
good looking, gano'n.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right?
And now I feel like I'm
Ay,
blushing
nabublush.
already. That talking. Open and shut.
So I believe you are already aware that Miss Universe had already accepted trans women in the organization to compete at least for Miss Universe. So how would you handle if you've learned that Miss Cosmopolitan accepted a trans woman to compete for the international competition, and you're competing with it, with at least with a trans woman?
I believe that gender is a spectrum and that anyone can identify themselves throughout that spectrum. It's not black or white, or female or male. That ever since when I was younger, I actually mixed them up. I mixed up sex and gender. Gender is cultural. It depends on your culture and depends on what you believe in. If a society accepts transgender people and non-binary folk and everyone in the LGBT spectrum, then I believe it's in their best interest to bring out the person to represent them the best. And if it's a trans woman, then that's their culture. That's who they think will represent their country the best. And I have no problems with that.
Would you change your religious belief to the person that you love?
I would not.
I would not.
Yeah,
And
because-
why or why not?
Because I believe that religion and belief and faith in general, it's such a core value in ourselves that if we change that one quality, we change our entire identity. And I cannot change myself for anyone, no matter how much I love him.
Tanda mo yan, Mom.
I will not
I would change my sex,
Zoe, you have at least two options supposedly to represent at least the UK or the Philippines. Why did you choose to represent Philippines instead of UK?
Because the Philippines is my home. I was born and I was raised here. I have friends here. My identity is very close to the culture here, and as against the UK, I don't have any friends there. I only have a few family there, and the culture there does not represent me. And I want to represent my country.
Ready na for Binibini?
Sali ko sa Binibini after 3 years.
Ayan, nag-advise na si Pageantology 101. Is encouraging na si Zoe to at least join Binibini Pilipinas, right? So, please guys, do look after Zoe. Abangan nyo siya. Watch out for her in Binibini Pilipinas. Watch out for her in Binibini Pilipinas very soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think first I need to become more of a woman to go to compete in such a competition.
Bata pa
'Cause-
naman.
yes.
Yeah, she's only 18 years
Boyfriend ko ba
old.
17 siya?
Yeah, diba? Last year 18 lang ako, hindi ako ganyan kagaling sumagot. Diba?
Boyfriend na.
No boyfriend daw, Zoe.
Where in Australia? Saan sa Australia ka
Hopefully Melbourne.
Zoe, crown or boyfriend?
Ay! Nako, ayan.
Crown.
Without batting an eyelash crown.
No, because anyway, the crown is something that I'm actually very passionate about. And if a person were to make me choose, if the boy in this question were to make me choose, then I have to choose the crown, because if the boy does not respect my passions, then he's not worth it.
Galing mo, galing mo, Zoe.
Dad or mom?
Dad or mom?
Oh no. I'm not answering that.
Safe answer.
Safe na safe siya.
Today.
Safe na safe siya. Yan.
Under gold yan siya. Gold yan. Yung aces.
Aces.
Princess?
Aces.
Ah. She's trained by Aces and me. Yun.
First time now to join international competition.
Okay. May mga questions pa ba? O wala?
preparations that you're doing right now?
Well, I practice a lot. I do a lot of gym because it's kind of hard for me to maintain. But I also practice questions in my head, and so that I won't get sidelined. I won't get like, whoa, what is this really interesting question that I don't know how to answer. So that's kind of my preparation. Also, I do a little bit of floating exercise.
So if you're going to rate it from 1 to 10, how prepared are you?
I don't think I'm ever prepared for anything, but I'm at least a 7, like isang awa, because if I say that I'm like 10 over 10, I'm prepared, absolutely prepared, and if something's gonna happen and I'm like, I was not prepared for this. So I really want to keep myself ready for anything. I don't want to say that I'm super prepared, because I feel like that's tempting fate a little bit. So there, I'm just a 7 out of 10. Prepared
Major
for
ka,
nothing.
sorry.
Yes?
Major ka for the competition. Yung gown, I mean, ayan.
Edwin Boy.
Okay.
National costume.
And
Imagine, ay.
oo naman.
Anong ginawa ni Sir Dave?
I mean, yung hair mo, yung styling ng hair sa finals, yun na rin yun? Or ano? Kasi
Hindi
bakit
pa.
bagay sa kanina eh. Ako for me Kasi syempre, nag-iiba kasi yung style, di ba? For example, nasa stage ka na, tapos iba yung hairstyle. Sa akin kasi okay na yung ganyan hairstyle, yung may ano siya, spray na siya.
So yung naririnig niyo
Actually,
po
si
ay
Edwin kasi mas gusto niya maganyang look. Yung labas yung face.
Totoo.
Oo, sana.
So yung naririnig niyo pong
We'll
mga
consider
guys
it.
ay si ano po, si Pageantology 101.
Pero kaya kasi tingnan itong nakalukay.
Yung sleek back.
Yeah.
Yun ang tawag doon, sleek back.
Okay.
Additional knowledge.
We'll take note of that.
Is there any more?
Ayan o, may nagsasabi na kamukha mo raw si Muchada Tul.
So sweet.
For her training. Actually, regarding her preparation,
Oo,
tinrain siya ngayon ng mga aces and pieces.
Yan. Yan si Sir Dave. Siya ang sumasagot sa training.
For the training.
Yes.
So,
Yung
na-train
nakikita
siya ni Mama J and Mama Ru for
Q&A,
her response.
yeah.
And
So,
Tito
yun-
Nat for the Q&A.
Oh. So, Team Aces.
Yes.
So, yung nakikita niyo sa likod ni Sir Dave ay si Jonas, ay si Albert Yu. Photographer yun. Photographer yun. Yun. Ito si Mami niya. Oh. Ayan. Si Mami. Ito si Ninang. Ayan.
Hi, I'm Bertrand. I would like, before, sending me to go and compete in Miss Cosmopolitan World, I would like to thank Aces and Queens for training me, and I would like to thank the tourism, Governor Susan Yap and Mayor Christy Angeles for supporting me. Can you pride? And Okada for doing this entire thing. Like
The photo
you
shoot.
really have to see outside, so beautiful here, and they allowed me to do a photo shoot here. They allowed me to do a press conference here, which is really nice. Thank you, and Team Zoe.
Sir Dave.
Si Ma'am Marilyn, si Dave, my mom, si CA, where is
Chairman.
Chairman Arvin. Hello.
Si Chairman. Yes, si Chairman. Papakita natin si Chairman. Yeah. Chairman. Yeah. Photographers niya. Ayan. Si Ninang. Ayan.
And then, Tita Peach. I really want to see you guys again. I'm gonna see you guys in Malaysia. Don't worry. And Tito Edwin. And Tito Edwin for making my cards. Thank you.
Ninang Ginger.
Mommy. Thank you.
Tita Ginger.
What? I Tita Ginger.
Si Tita Ginger.
I would like to thank the media. Thank you guys for coming today. I know you guys are really busy, pero thank you.
Our pleasure, of course. And it's an honor for us.
Yes. For the very last time, kindly say to your any words from your fans.
Invite your supporters,
Yes,
our Filipino
for the last
supporters.
time.
Zoe.
Team Zoe, I would like to invite you guys to support me on, again, in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur on October 19th. That's the Grand Coronation, and I'm very, very nervous about it. Thank you. Good night.
So once again for Miss Cosmopolitan.
Okay, so
Miss
this is
Miss Cosmopolitan World Philippines, and she'll be competing for Miss Cosmopolitan World 2018 on October 19, 2018. So please do support her, guys.
Stay tuned for
All right, and we keep you updated for more about her, rather. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank
And good
you.
luck. For the
Good luck, Zoe.
Yes.
Good luck,
Laban
Zoe.
Filipinas.